Hello YouTube, today we're going to quickly go over all the 12 characters in Zenless Zone 0, their abilities and their ultimates. We're going to try and keep this as short as possible, so if you guys do find this informative and helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. With that being said, let us quickly hop in. Alright, we have Anby, very first character here. She goes up to 4 basic attacks, as you can see. After the 3rd basic attack, if you time it correctly and pause, and then left click one more time, a different animation like that will happen. But if you just attack, spam it, nothing will happen. So you have to time it properly. 1, 2, 3, and then left click, boom, lightning strike. Now we have our E ability, which we can pop right here. If you do that after 3 basic attacks, it'll happen faster. So 1, 2, 3, boom, fast. But if I do it right now slowly, you can see how much time it takes. E, very slow. But if I did 1, 2, 3, and then E, it's a very fast swing. So keep that in mind. There are different combos for these characters. Anby is a slash character, which means she can deflect these bullets coming at you. She's also an electro character. Here's her ultimate. And there you go. A little bit of AoE. That is Anby, the slash electro character. Alright, now we have Billy Kid, the piercing, physical, gun-wielding character. His auto attack is pretty simple. Just some physical damage that's going to be unleashing. His E ability pierces in a straight line, as you can see, which does give anti-interrupt along with it. With your E charged up, as you can see on the bottom right corner, you will be invulnerable during the attack as you use it. So a little different than using it standardly right now when it's not charged up. Alright, Billy Kid's ultimate is just a massive AoE physical damage death machine. As you can see, there we go. That is Billy Kid. Alright, so next up we have Nekomata or Nekomata, a slash physical damage dealer. She can do up to 5 physical damage attacks right here in her string. However, she does have a special combo attack you can do as well. If you do 1, 2 auto attacks, 1, 2, into holding down your 3rd, she'll slash through like so. 1, 2, hold it down, boom, goes behind. If you did the standard auto attacks, it does not do that. It's something like that. She has her E, her extra special attack, which will also do massive physical damage, and you're invulnerable during that period. Without the extra special attack, meaning your E is not charged up, you will just do an attack like that, and you have anti-interrupt. You are not invulnerable during this period, so just do keep that in mind with the difference between the standard E versus the extra special E. Alright, we have our ultimate up, which is just a big, massive AoE physical damage attack. Which, unfortunately, she aggroed on the one guy, so you couldn't really see that properly, but there was the alt animation. That's Nekomata. Come on, Nekomata. You had one job. Alright, so now we have Nicole, a striking physical damage user here that can perform up to 5 physical damage strikes. If she does have bullets in her briefcase in the top left, as you can see, she'll be doing a little bit of AoE and spreading those bullets out. Whenever she is low on bullets, just do a simple sprint, and she will reload her bullets. She does have an E right here. That's a range attack. Like it's shot out. That's her special attack. Now, whenever she has enough energy, as we do right now, an extra special attack, tapping it once will shoot out a big, like, black hole that sucks in enemies nearby. Alright, we have our ability back, our extra special. You can hold it down to also do bonus damage like so, which will also send out that black hole that sucks in enemies towards it. Alright, and now we have our ultimate, which just obliterated that guy. Holy. And that is Nicole for you guys. Yep, keep that part in, sure. Alright, so now we have Corin, which is a slash physical damage dealer who can perform up to 5 physical damage attacks. As we can see, no special combo with her. We do have her E, which is a slash in front of enemies in front of her. And we have in hold, you hold down E to do further damage. So you have a slash for tapping, hold for more damage. Alright, so now we have our E charged up. So charging up our E right here, as you can see, will use up all of your energy in the top left, and it keeps on going until all your energy, or almost all of your energy, is depleted. So at the cost of your energy, you're able to go for a longer duration. Again, anti-interrupt is increased, and damage taken is reduced by 80%. One really quick thing I want to add in here is that she is really good at staggering enemies, as you can see. The stagger bar under the HP bar is greatly increasing. We do have her ultimate here that does massive AoE physical damage. And that is Corin. Alright, so now we have Koleda, a striking flame character in the game, which does 4 physical damage attacks in quick succession. We do have our E ability here, which is a smash on the ground. However, if you end up tapping it again after a smash on the ground, boom, fire is unleashed at the point of contact. We have our charge up E here for extra special attack. A little bit of burn damage, flame. You are invulnerable during your extra special attack, and you have anti-interrupt increased during your standard special attack, which means you don't have your energy. Holy, look at that combo. Okay. All right, and now we have our ultimate charged up, which is massive AoE pyro damage. Whew. There we go. And that is Koleda. All right, so now we have Anton, a piercing electro character that can perform up to 4 physical damage attacks in his physical damage stance. Now, Anton is a special character because he can change between electro and physical stance. This is our E, as you can see. And he does have a special attack for his auto attack. 1, 2, 3. And then after the third, if you hold it down, it'll extend the duration. So after this 4th auto attack string, just hold it down. It'll extend the duration. Like so. We have E, which will immediately change to the electro stance. You can kind of tell on the side of his arm, which will continuously consume energy. And the 2nd and 4th attack will do electro damage, as you just saw. Tapping your E will send that, and then holding your E will immediately do massive electro damage and also exit the stance for you, sending you back into physical. So we don't have that electricity on the side of our drill, and we have to wait until our energy charges back up again. Now, some very quick notes I want to quickly add in. During that electric stance, as we're going back into it, if the energy does run out, he will be ending the stance. And if your E does miss enemies and you don't end up hitting anything as you hit it down on the ground, you will exit the stance. So no matter what, if you end up holding your E, your extra special attack after it's charged up, the stance is going to be ending regardless. Here's his ultimate, which is massive electro damage. And that is pretty much Anton summed up as quickly as I possibly can. Sounds complex, but very simple once you get to know him. Alright, and now we have my boy Ben. He's a striking physical damage dealer in the game that can perform up to 5 basic physical damage strikes. As we can see, he does have a defense stance here, so if we can counter at the perfect time, we can do a enhanced attack that we just saw, staggered him completely and negated all damage taken. However, if we are not perfect on it, we will enter a defense stance, reducing up to 80% damage taken. And in this defense stance, you can also quickly tap E again to do a follow-up attack. So if I'm going to hit E, hit it, boom, swing attack. You can also left click with that, like so, to ignite the ground. So different attacks, either a claw by pressing E twice after the defense stance, or E and then press E again. Or E and then left click, my bad. The extra special attack for Ben is, I don't need to worry about hitting a perfect counter to block all damage. Every block will negate all damage. You can also do a follow-up attack by left clicking after you hit your special E ability. But unlike the standard E ability, you don't have to worry about having damage reduced by 80% if you don't hit the perfect. On the special block, you are completely reducing all damage taken during your defense stance. Alright, now we have Ben's ultimate. Massive physical damage all around. And that is big boy Ben. Yep, he's going for a rest. Alright, now we have Vaughn, the striking ice character in the game that can perform up to 5 physical damage attacks with his left click. If you end up holding your left click, however, it'll do cryo damage. So keep that in mind, different variation. We have his E, which will perform a quick cryo attack. Holding it will charge it up, doing a more powerful attack, and the extra special attack after it is charged up is the same exact one. However, during this extra special attack, you are invulnerable during the period, whereas with the non-standard or the standard special attack, when it's not charged up, you just have anti-interrupt during the E. So you have different variations. You can tap E, you can hold E for a more powerful attack, and you have different auto attacks as well. And now we have his ultimate, massive AoE ice damage, like so. And that is Vaughn. Anyone want him to step on you? Alright, now we have Aokaku, the blue Oni in the game. She is a slashing, striking wind character. The only wind character currently in the game, and the only character that has 2 of those attributes as well. She does 3 physical damage auto attacks for left click, no charge attack. She has her E, which is a swing and then a slam that does have anti-interrupt level increased, and damage taken will be reduced by 80% during that state. Her hold E, however, will be playing something called Fly the Flag, which will increase all squad members' attack for 10 seconds based off of Aokaku's max attack. Now, after we have it charged up, if we play the special attack here one time, you can see that on the banner on our weapon, there's a seal that has 1 out of 3. Once we have all 3 vortex stacks, which you can get vortex stacks by playing your special, your E, once it's charged up, a combo attack, or using your ultimate to get 3 at the same time, you will be able to hold down your E to consume all 3 stacks and enter the Scarlet Seal state. So right now we have all 3 stacks. We hold down our E. We're entering the Scarlet Seal state. In this state, our auto attacks are enhanced for 45 seconds, up to 6 attacks, 6 swings. And our auto attacks are a lot faster, as you can tell. She's a lot more speedier than before. Alright, so something I quickly want to add in with another character in the party, and if you play Fly the Flag, you will be able to get a free swap to the character that's next in line. So if I hold down my E, on the right side, if I hit R, as you saw it pop up, I get a free combo attack that I can swap out to. So you can probably make use of that and plan accordingly with your team comp if you want to keep getting a free swap, like so. You have to hit the enemy first of all. Let me show you. So charge, free swap, boom. Most of the time, you can only combo attack if they get to 100%. On their stagger, like right now, then I can swap to a different character. So Aokaku is a very special character because of that. We have her ultimate, swap over to Aokaku, which will enter her in the hollow mask state. It does wind damage to all nearby enemies. It also gives us 3 stacks of our vortex immediately and consumes it with Fly the Flag. It increases our crit for our auto enhanced attacks by an extra 30% during that Scarlet Mask state that we have on currently still, you see. And it lasts for 45 seconds. And with that, I think that is everything for Aokaku. A lot of information on her. She's a very, I wouldn't say complex, maybe at first, but she does a lot of buffing for the team. Alright, and now we have Miyabi, everyone's favorite. She is a slashing cryo character in the game that performs up to 5 attacks. The first 3 are physical, and the other 2, the last 2, the 4th and the 5th, will be cryo, as you can see right here. Cryo. Now, if you look in the top left, we have orbs, right? I have 1 out of 3 currently. After you finish your 5th auto attack, you will get an orb that adds up. So right there, we finished it. We have 2 out of 3 currently. Let's see if we can get another one right here. Turns out we did. And then after you have all 3 of those orbs all the way up, hold down left click to perform an AoE cryo attack in front of you. And that's only when you have 3 stacks. You can't charge attack when you have no stacks. So right now, this is my charge attack. Doesn't really do anything. You have to always get 3 stacks in order to perform that AoE cryo attack. It consumes all 3 of them. You can also get stacks not only by doing your 5th auto attack and finishing it, but popping your E 1 time will also get you 1 stack per E. So we pop it again. Boom. We have 2 stacks. And now we have to wait for our energy to come back, and we can end up getting another 3rd stack to charge E once more. There is also, much like the auto attack, there is also a different variation for her E ability. So if you end up tapping it once, you get a stack like we just demonstrated. But however, if you want to hold down your E, it changes it out. You dash forward, and a huge AoE attack ends up being unleashed at the enemy's location, point of contact. So you do have different options here, whether you want to auto attack with Miyabi, whether you want to charge attack after you get 3 stacks, whether you want to just tap E 1 time like so, whether you want to hold down E like so. The options are yours. Alright, and now we have Aokaku's ability. Of course, she's a slash character, so she can also deflect the bullets coming in. Here's her ultimate. Massive AoE damage, which is probably one of the most satisfying abilities and ultimates in the game, if you ask me. Probably why she's a fan favorite of everyone. Alright, last but not least, one of the special characters you needed to unlock after getting proxy level 12. Soldier 11. She is a slashing pyro character that performs up to 4 basic physical damage attacks. After any of those 4 attacks, if you time it properly, you can do a fire attack immediately after. Like you can see right there. Boom, fire attack. I'll try and do it right here. 1, 2, and then fire. Her E ability just does a standard fire attack right in front of her. Pretty straightforward. Something special about her, though, is when you get your extra special attack charged up, full energy, and you end up unleashing it, she ends up gaining the Pyromania state, which means that her basic attacks will now do fire damage without you having to charge or time your basic attack. So all of my attacks are going to be doing pyro damage now for 8 attacks, and it lasts 10 seconds. Alright, and now we have Soldier 11's ultimate, which is doing, in a small area, massive pyro damage to the enemies around. Also giving her the Pyromania state, which will engulf or infuse your weapon with pyro damage for 10 seconds for 8 of your basic attacks. And that is basically Soldier 11. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You just pop your E to infuse your weapon, pyro damage, and left click. She is your left click character in the game for the most part. So if you want someone simple, go with Soldier 11. She's also very fun to play and personally one of my favorite characters. Let me know down below in the comment section which one of these characters were your favorite. I'm greatly looking forward to the future of Zenless Zone Zero and more elements and stuff that they can come out with. Hope you guys did find this video helpful or informative. I try to make it as short as possible. And thank you guys very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.